Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy, the DFS Overlord, checking back in with another video. Today is Monday, February the 20th, and I'm back with 3 new NHL player props for today's games. I know that today's game, some of them start a little bit earlier, so these 3 plays that I have are actually for the games in the 4 o'clock window. So I really hope you catch this video in the next 4 hours so you're able to make these plays. So I'm going to get right into it. The first play that I am looking at is for shots on goal, and I'm looking at Mr. Michael Backlund here. Sorry, let me see. Right here, Mikhail Backlund here. I'm looking at this line at 3.0, and I like him to get over that line and get to 4 shots on the goal. Now, let me tell you why. Now, if you don't normally play NHL, fantasy or do NHL player props or any player prop with like the number is like a flat number here, like 3, 2, 3. When that player, if he was to get 3 on the nose, what he would do is push. So say if you have like a card here with like 3 or 4 plays, if this guy gets exactly 3, he can't go over or under because he has exactly 3. So what they would do is eliminate him from your card, and if you have a 4-game card, it would change into a 3-game card. That is in comparison to somebody like this guy right here. If I was to pick him to go over or under the shots on goal at 2.5, he would have to either get 3 or get 2 for me to win or lose. So when I'm doing these shots on goals, I like to always go with, unless I really think somebody is going to go over their point total, I like to go with someone who has more of the, the upside possibility to get over this flat number. And if they get right on it, at the worst case scenario, we'll push. But let's look at Mr. Backlund here on this tool right here. Now, this is Props.cash. This is what I use to get all my insight and do all my research to make my picks. If you're not using some type of tool or like really having some like informed ways to make plays, you're really just out here guessing, and we don't want to do that. I mean, it's all essentially a guess, but you want to make like an educated guess, have some data behind backing why you're picking a certain player. So here's Mr. Michael Backlund right here, and as you see, they have this line set at 2.5, which we know his line is 3, so we want to take this up to 3. And as we can see, it's a 50-50 chance that this guy hits 3 shots on goal. He's at 51%. He's actually a little bit towards the over on the, as far as hitting 3, it's 51%. And these grayed out lines right here is every time he pushed on this number. And just to my naked eye, I see more pushes in overs. As we see, he has 8-shot upside here, 6-shot upside, 5-shot, 4-shot. You always want to consider like the defense that they're playing as well. So we see that he's playing a defense that looks like they're ranked middle of the pack, allowing 31 shots on the goal. Last time he did play this defense, he only had 1 shot on the goal. But I just like the form that this guy's in. 4.2 goals, shots on goal over his last 5, at least 3 over his last 10. He's averaging 3.1 over the season. Like I said, we're making a bet. We're making an educated guess here. My guess is that he at least gets 3. At the worst case scenario, we'll push. I mean, we do also see he can go under here, but I definitely wouldn't bet the under, 3 and under. I just see more upside for 3 and overs due to his season history, due to this being a middle of the pack defense as far as shots on goal. I like Mr. Michael Backlund for our first play. All right, so for my next play, I'm looking at Mr. Owen Tippett here. He has this 2.0 line for shots on goal, and I actually think that we're safe to do the under here. Let's go back over to props.cash. I don't know if I mentioned, if you want to try this software, the link is in below, 7-day free trial. But yeah, so I already have him pulled up here. As you see, when I take his line down to 2, 67% of the time, he'll get 2, which is actually pretty good. When you take it up to 3, which he would need to get 3 if we were to choose the over instead of the under, he would need to go to 3. Things kind of take a turn for the worse. Couple things I'm considering here. He's averaging 2.5 goals over the season, 2.8 over his last 10, 2.2 over his last 5. 2 last time he played this team that he's playing today, and this team has ranked number 2 on shots on goal defense, 27.4 shots on goal a game. And as you can see, his line hitting 3, he has a 32% hit rate out of the last 38 games, 12 out of 38. So, that's 32% out of 100. I just like our chances to go, under this number. As we see, he has a lot of one goal games. He has a couple no goal games here. He definitely will probably get one because, for him to have not have a goal in 3 games out of 38 is pretty good. So, that's a 91% hit rate. It's only been 4 times actually he didn't get a goal. So that's pretty good. That's maybe something you want to bet on, like a sports book or something, that he'll get at least 1 goal. And even his 2 goal percentage is pretty solid. But, hockey is a high variance sport, just like baseball is a high variance sport. And by him playing a good defense, I would just bet on the under here. Of course, he's not even the only guy that's trying to score. He's never really in the threes as far as his averages over the last 5-10. He's at the halfway point in the season. He hit 2. I really just can't up and say, none of the data will suggest that he goes for 3, although he could get it. But by him facing a tough defense, I think that we would be, just in better position to bet the under on this guy. And my last play that I want to go with is Mr. Logan Couture. And I also think, now this is one that, I had to take a bit of a stance on because he's at 2.5. So he has to either get 2 or 3 for me to lose or win. And I'm going to lean towards the lesser of that number for him to get 2 goals. Let's pull him up on Props.cash and see what we are working with. So Mr. Logan, as you see, the Sportsbooks, have him favored to go under 2.5, which is pretty much 2. Now this guy did hit 3 goals against Seattle last time he played them, averaging 2.8 over his last 5, 2.5 over his last 10, 2.4 over the season. Their defense, as far as shots on goal, is ranked number 3. So he really is facing a tough defense. Let's take this line up to 3. 24% of the time he's hitting 3 goals. I mean, look at this. He only really goes over a few times, considerably. This is 4, so this is 5. Had a couple 4-game shots on goal, a couple 5 games. But it's not nothing massive here like we saw with Backlund or anything like that. There's a lot of unders in this number, but we need him to get under 2.5, which is still 40% of the time he'll go under 2.5. I kind of like those odds in a tough matchup, as far as the defense is concerned. And even for him to get 2 goals, 57, that's pretty solid to get 2 goals. But even if he still gets only 2 goals, we would still want our bet by betting the under because he can only either get 2 or 3. And look at all these times he's gone under. Look at all these times he didn't have a shot on the goal at all. So I think this is a pretty solid play against a tough defense. And yeah, these are just going to be my 3 plays that I'm going with. I like Michael Backlund to, get 3 goals, go over that 3 goals. I like the odds on that. And for Owen Tippett and Logan Couture, I like both of them to go under their respective lines. So this is what I'm rolling with. Put a dub on that. You will come out with $100. 5xing your money. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy just making these videos, helping people out, just giving some plays with insight, not just saying pick this guy, pick that guy. I like to give you reasoning and just take you through the process. So if this is content that you like, man, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna keep pumping these videos out. Like I said, give me a like, comment, subscribe for more videos. And till the next one, I will catch you guys later on. Peace out and happy betting, everyone.